Iran is not Israel's problem or the Jewish people's problem. It's the world's problem. We have seen Iran's involvement in terrorism around the globe. We have seen its willingness and efforts to destabilize not only the Middle East region, its neighbors, but also stretching its influence around the globe. We've seen of late Iran's activities in South America. Just a few hours off the shores of the United States, Hezbollah has been granted camps inside Venezuela today through the good graces of Iran's puppet state led by Chavez. We have seen their actions in Bolivia and with the Sandinistas in Nicaragua and in many other countries of South America, investing tens and tens of millions of dollars in each country, buying factories, building ports. We have seen their weapons sales. We have seen their activities in spreading the work of Hezbollah in these different countries. Iran is using this as a base of operations against the United States. It is not there because it seeks to be a benevolent friend to the countries of Latin America, but to exploit them. And unfortunately, they have willing allies. So I want people to understand that Iran is a challenge to the world. The Russians know it. The Chinese know it. But driven by their hunger for energy or their political agendas, they continue to aid and abet them. Too many European countries, including Germany, continue to trade with Iran, even though they know that it poses a direct threat to them. They saw it during the riots in Europe, riots that were inspired by Syria and Iran. They saw the nuclear plant that was being built for Iran in Syria by the North Koreans that was taken out by Israel just last September. We know what Iran wants to do. We know that the Iran Revolutionary Guard are a terrorist organization that have taken over many of the portfolios of the government, even against the wishes of the Majlis and of Khamenei and the other leaders of Iran. They look at Ahmadinejad as an extremist. They reject his Holocaust denial. They say that he has gone too far in challenging the world with his nuclear program. But he is in control. People should not dismiss him as a clown. He is very shrewd, and everything he does with clear intent. It's time that we understand the real nature of this threat. Those who advocate military action have to understand that it is a last resort. It is very complicated. But there are many things that we can do short of military action now. Should that be necessary, that's a decision for governments. But people can act now. We can act to see to it that our states divest from companies that do business in Iran, that they invest in the terror-free funds, that don't invest in the Sudan, which is engaged in genocide, or in Iran. We can see to it the world public opinion is mounted, that we educate people about the true nature of the threat posed by Iran before it is too late. Now is the time to act.